Hi, I'm Edison.
Hi, I'm Topher.
Hey, I'm DC.
Welcome to the Femmes React Topher Patreon/YouTube land multiverse. We are here to watch GELBOYS. It's episode 5 for us. Let's get into what we saw last week, which was Barbin's episode, who got his perspective on the whole situation. And we were, suspecting that he had feelings for Formod. I had no idea that they went for maybe 2 years, because I was watching the charging side story, and he has a secret Twitter account where he's putting messages about how much he likes Formod, and that's 2 years old. So this has been a very long crush. We were let's give grace to children, but what Formod did, abandoning your friend, regardless of whether or not he has feelings for you, for the concert, for some peace that you wanted, been chasing, that there's not a lot of chance because he's been keeping you on the hook. That's quite a harsh situation, something not quite nice to do. Formod chased his heart. Barbin sent a text showing Qian that, okay, hey, he likes you. I think Qian is starting to have a change of heart about not chasing Boa anymore and reciprocating Formod's feelings. And then Barbin's just going to be the supportive friend who keeps his feelings to himself because he is happy not having an answer, and he's just happy just sitting on these feelings and letting them die, I guess. I think it's Boa's episode this episode. Topher, you looking forward to anything?
Hopefully they burn his cowboy boots. Looking forward to that. I don't know. I'm looking forward to whatever they show me, because I think I said last episode, one thing I like about this series is how in one episode you will feel some type of way about a particular character. Then the next episode you'll get a slightly different perspective, and it's okay, with perspective, opinions shift a little bit. And I'm okay. So my opinions may shift even more when it comes to Boa, and it may shift even more about some of these other characters. I don't know. Like I said last episode, I felt bad. I knew I was going to feel bad for Barbin by the end of the episode. And the episode came around. I felt bad for him for a lot of reasons. He wasted all that money and missed the fucking concert. Irritates me to no end. That irritates me more than the whole romance and helping other boy get whatever. Just the fact that we were at the concert, we were there, we were sat, we could hear everything, we were there, and we left. We missed the entire concert for nothing. I'm that hurts me. Him getting his heart broken over this little boy, it sucks. That's life. Missing the concert, I'm boys are a dime a dozen. Getting tickets to this concert feels like potentially a lifetime thing. With as difficult as they were out here making it seem he had to go to psychics and all this kind of stuff. Well, I have to see this concert. Tickets seem very hard to come by. So I'm that felt like an opportunity that is not going to come by him frequently, if ever again. So I felt bad for that. Formod, what's the other guy's name? I don't know. I can't remember his name. Qian. Yeah, we had them, getting jerked off in the photo booth, which I'm that's great. I guess I'm happy for them. Love, young love.
I do like how unafraid the show is about getting their characters messy. I think we were all on Formod's side in the first 4 episodes. We're cheering for him, and then that episode came about, and we were oh, okay, maybe we're less happy with Formod and his actions, and we can kind of see how selfish he is. But then again, having perfect characters can get a bit grating, so it's really good to see the human side of these people. The whole concert thing, that really compounded the feelings. I feel like it was a cumulative thing that just kept escalating and escalating, and then him not even nobody even confessing their feelings. It all felt it was for naught. So it felt very Shakespearean.
I knew we were going to feel bad for Barbin, and I felt bad for Barbin because he is the bestest of friend that will always be the best friend with longing. And it's one thing to be longing if you're a stranger, but to be the best friend and play that role and long that way And it's like, okay, I want the best for them, but the best is not me. And it just, that being said, like I'm probably going to one OK Rock concert in the next couple of weeks.
Yes,
I am not leaving. I am not leaving. You will not get me out of there. I will be. You know when I'll be leaving when it's after the last song gets played. But no, and I guess that's also just, I don't know. Once again, and like I've said all throughout this, they're teenagers, and it's because of these feelings are so there, and just a lot of it, and everything has to be done right there. And he was just letting his feelings take control of him. But then also with all these feelings, you also have fear. And I think that's what that stopped both of them, Formad and Bobbin. It was just like this fear, like, okay, I want to do this. I have to do this. I feel like I should do this. But is it the right thing? Fortune favors the bold. I'm not making any judgments. I haven't made any judgments because narratively, it's just the way it goes with these stories. It's like, okay, here's more information. Here's more information. Here's some information you didn't know, because that's the way good storytelling is. They don't tell you everything up front. They have to keep you coming back for more. I'm interested to see other people's perspective, no matter what the perspective is. I'm not going to like them boots. I don't care if they're granddaddy boots, that he was a cowboy ranger or whatever, and he get passed down to in the brotherhood of traveling boots and all.
That's his culture, DC.
And so
his culture needs to change,
right? So, but yeah, no, it's still, I like the aesthetic of this. I like all of this. I like also how I can identify with not only each character, but then also the actions of each character, where it's like, that makes sense to that context of where they are. You know, I knew halfway through, I was like, nobody's going to confess. I know no one's going to confess because they're teenagers. And what happens? Everything was wasted. And I think sometimes when people get beyond their teenagers years, they're like, sometimes they have that thought, like, what if I would have done this? Or what if I did? And you only have that knowledge. They say you live life backwards because you have all this information that you have after you've lived it. But it is what it is.
Speaking of identifying, as a 19-year-old Topher, which characters do you identify with the most? Like, what's your proportion of who you feel most attuned with?
The nail tech in the salon who's just trying to do her job.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel that in my soul.
Out of the 4 characters that we have.
The nail tech that Formad sat by,
right. Right.
She is her own character. Well, I mean, I guess in my life, in my past, I've related more to Bobbin than I have any of these other fast children. I know here jerking people off in fucking photo booths. Like, no.
You don't have to relate to that, but like other aspects.
Well, good, because I don't. I'm a lady.
You know what
I'm a lady.
Okay, yes.
1, how dare you? 2, I didn't jerk him off. I kissed him. 3, don't judge me. How dare you come to my Patreon and judge me like
right?
We're into Patreons right now.
What are you doing?
I am offended. I'm offended. But yeah, I guess Bobbin is the one I've related to most in my life. I don't like it, but I have. It sucks.
Well, what about you, Edison? Which character do you relate to the most?
I feel like I can see a bit of me in everyone. Obviously, Bobbin's feelings are probably universal in that, you know, we've liked somebody, we've wanted to tell them, and we've had this urge to tell them, and it anguishes us that we spend time with this person in our vicinity and they don't know that we like them. And I guess there's a delusion in which we like take everything that they say with some hopeful optimism that it means something more. Like him squealing in his bed. I didn't squeal in my bed, but like I remember being on MSN Messenger and
that's between you and Jesus.
Right?
That's none of my business.
You're on social media and people say things and then you're kind of like, I had this friend in high school that we used to chat every day after school, and then when they didn't, I would get hurt. I was like, I thought we had something going. So, you know, you'd send the nudges and stuff like that. But also, like, I can identify with Formod because I have selfish tendencies. So I'm kind of like, okay, that's good. DC, what about you?
That you have selfish tendencies.
No, it's good that I don't have to hear feeling selfish when other people are selfish, you know? It's good to have... I'm sick of everyone being such a good, altruistic person. Breaking up for no reason, you're like, I'm a martyr. You go live your heteronormative life while I go cry.
Wow. Okay. So
I'm just coming for everybody today.
Right? You just like.
Oh, I think you like the ending of our son's last episode.
His villain era has started about episode 4. He's like, I am villain. Hear me roar.
But the thing about Formod is he doesn't know Bobbin likes him. And it's different to Boa's situation where Boa has an inkling that Chian likes him, but he seems to have made it clear. It's like there's various degrees of how to handle the perspective of, you know, someone liking you liking someone. I've been in multiple of these instances.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll give grace to Formod for not knowing Bobbin likes him. Like I'll let that go. I won't give grace for you literally abandoning your friend for some dick. That I will not give grace for. That is just being a bad friend, regardless of age. Like that, I won't give grace for. Him not knowing Bobbin liked him, yeah, okay, sure.
Oh damn, Chance at university.
Yeah.
Time is passing so fast.
Well, he graduated like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, but it's like usually like a 3-month period, right? Or before the next school year.
I mean, lots of time passed. We went to a concert, he got jerked off in a photo booth. Like, now we're dancing in the streets again.
กูคงมาช่วยถ่าย TikTok ช่องมึงบ่อยๆไม่ได้แล้วนะทำไมอ่ะมหาลัยไกลเหรอไปหาได้นะว้าวแค่แบบ
Well, he wants to spend more time in full mode,
ไม่อยาก
right?
ให้คนเข้าใจผิดอ่ะว่าที่ผ่านมาเราเป็นพี่น้องสนิทกันใช่ป่ะแต่เหมือนคนอื่นมันคิดไปไกลกว่านั้น
Hey. You said that.
ก็ดูอยู่อะ
Either just talking. Oh no. Is it awaking something? He's like, I can't have you anymore, so I want you now.
Ain't that always how it goes?
No, I'm never like that. Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
I've been in a-
Edison, you can't have me. How do you feel now?
Can we still do reactions together?
No.
Damn.
You can't have me either. I'm going to with Topher.
Yeah. Where's Top Tap when you need him?
What? Why are we bringing Top Tap into this?
Why are we not always bringing Top Tap into this? Top Tap should always be here. What do you mean?
Okay. Alright. His Mama Go Jazz probably works well with this song.
Only one way to find out.
It does what? What?
It's fine. It's fine. It's happened.
This is happening. All right. Drama queen, yeah. Oh, without him, he won't get as many likes.
Oh, is that what that's
You're
about?
fucking up my business model.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
You should really be more supportive and thankful for the people who help him do stuff.
โอเค โอเค ได้จำได้
Oh, was that me? Was that? I'm so thankful and grateful for the people who have helped me. I thought you were still making commentary on Dua.
ไปดูว่าไปอยู่ที่นั่นแล้ว
Are they divorced?
เฮ้ยมึงเอาแค่วันเดียวไป
I don't know.
เดี๋ยวไปลูกไปเก็บเฮ้ยกูกับไม้ก็ตกลงกันแล้วป่ะวะ
อ๋อ
นะตกลงว่าอะไรวันนั้นมึงเป็นคนพูดเองนะเว้ยว่ามึงจะดูแลลูกอ่ะมึงก็รู้ว่ากูมีปัญหาอะไรอ่ะวันนั้นใช่ไหมแต่วันนี้มันอยากมาเต้นติ๊กต็อกอยากมาเป็นแม่ที่ดี
Oh, poor Dua.
Day with บัวนะครับซึ่งวันนี้ก็จะเป็นวันแรกที่บัวจะมาถ่ายคอนเทนต์นี้ซึ่ง
You ever see the influencers who like you see them getting up, you know? Like you set that up.
No, of course. That was a very candid shot that someone took for them when they just woke up.
Oh, the 600,000? Oh, we're comparing ourselves to others?
Get ready with me Summer Edition คนสวยเขาแต่งหน้ากันยังไง
Damn.
Don't compare yourself to other people. Just do what you want to do.
แต่ว่านี่มันคือไม่ต้อง
Oh, Dua.
ว่าแบบว่าคนคุยมันทักมาถามว่าทำอะไรอยู่เราจะตอบยังไงให้มันแบบว่า
Oh
จึ้งๆ
my.
แบบ
My
จืดๆ
goodness.
โอ้ยทำอะไรก็ตอบไปตรงๆดิ จะไปตอบอะไรจอยระดามากๆ แล้วเผ็ดเกิน เดี๋ยวคบกันแล้วเจอตัวจริงเขาช็อตนะ บอกเลยจ้า ช็อตแน่
I'm slaying a dragon while riding a motorcycle. Isn't that cool?
กินอะไร
ข้าวดิ
เฮ้ยกินด้วยดิ
ไม่
I'm thinking about what I should text you back. The whole half a day.
Is it though?
That's when you know you sprung.
Yeah, he got it bad.
For my girl, using danger. Oh no, he's
หลังจากนี้ขอไม่คอทุกวันแล้วนะ
Oh, he said we can't be friends in no type.
we can't be friends.
ไม่สบายใจแล้วอ่ะ ไม่สบายใจอะไรอ่ะ กับแม่ยังคอทุกวันเลย
You got my mama?
Okay.
อย่าเลยดีกว่า
I mean, it's good to set boundaries for yourself.
รถกูมาแล้วกูต้องไปแล้วอ่ะ
Still feel like maybe Bua deserves to know a little something, but it's good to have boundaries.
Poor Dua. He seems so lonely. Oh, yeah, right. This is your other guy. Right. What's going on with Moo?
ฮัลโหล
But you know what?
ดีใจว่ะเดี๋ยวคุยกันตอน3 ทุ่มบ้าง
อะไร
แซวเล่น
มีอะไรจะปรึกษา
ว่า
ช่วงนี้ถ่าย TikTok engage แม่งไม่ขึ้นเลยอ่ะ ตั้งแต่มาถ่ายคนเดียวแล้วแบบ
Mm,
มันแห้งๆอ่ะ มาถ่ายด้วยกันได้ไหม
ไม่เอาอ่ะ ไม่ชอบเต้นอ่ะดิ ก็บอกแล้วไง
ไม่เห็นเป็นไรเลยมันสอนกันได้ คนเต้นไม่เป็นก็มีตั้ง
I didn't say I wasn't good. I said I don't like to. There's a difference.
right.
แล้วมึงเต้นยัง
But
ไง
hold up. I didn't.
มึงลงโค้ดเพลงเหรอ
Oh. You ain't his close friend no more.
Uh-oh.
awkward. This is awkward.
I'm in love with all these miniatures they have set up.
Complete drastic difference. That it's just like, oh, this is so awkward. DC, I love the miniatures
Because they're playing this role-playing game. I just played this awesome game of D&D just recently, so.
ยิ้มหน่อย
Don't be sad. Just be better at the game.
ขนาดไม่คาดหวังยังผิดหวังเลย
You know, especially when you're like with. Sometimes it's your team.
สู้
Yeah,
Like
try to suck less.
you're a tank and you're like, I need heals, and the healer's off over there.
โกโก้
Oh, Thai mean girls.
ฉันจะเอาใบนี้ ใบนี้ แล้วก็ใบนี้ด้วยนะ บอกขโมยไปส่งฉันถึงบ้านด้วย เพื่อนฉันเป็นเพชร แต่เธอเป็นได้แค่กระเบื้อง หรือถ้าเป็นดอกไม้
Oh, you agree?
เธอก็เป็นได้แค่ดอกไม้ที่เพราะอะไรน่ะเหรอว่าเธอมันเป็นดอกไม้สีทอง
Well, I'm glad this is what makes him happy. It makes me happy.
It makes me happy. I think we're
ขายบ้างไม่เป็นไร
we are
ข้างหน้าเอาใหม่
alive.
นกอยู่ข้างพี่ตานะคะ ได้รูปยิ้มแล้ว
They're cute together. Maybe this is real.
ยิ้มหน่อย
Oh no! No!
Why are you doing this to yourself, Bob? Oh my
This is
god.
cruel. Oh,
Why is he doing that to himself? Oh my god.
stop! He's already dead.
I think you need some PTO. Take your PTO, babe, and just go somewhere.
จะทำเป็นคนไม่รู้จักกันไปเลยใช่ปะ
Talking to him.
ไม่ใช่ดิ
Boundaries?
แบบนี้ก็พี่น้องปะ
Is it?
It's not. It's quite cold. You're like icing him.
พี่น้องกี่โมงบอกด้วย
But Gia needs his space.
มึงเปลี่ยนไปอ่ะ
Yes, that's what people do.
People don't change. Only Pokemon change.
ไม่รู้จริงดิว่ากูทำแบบนี้ทำไมอ่ะ
Oh yeah, I kind of do. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my bad.
ที่ผ่านมาทำกูคิดนะเว้ย
กูแค่อยากมีมึงเฉยๆอ่ะ
That's interesting.
กูเคว้งนะเว้ย
Lost without you.
Is Delta Goodrum big in the States?
กูเคว้ง
Is what?
Delta Goodrum.
มึงแคร์ปะ
กูทำอะไรให้มึง
I was trying to figure out what's going on with Bua.
น้อยใจทำไมไม่บอกอ่ะ
Yeah, it's a valid question. You're mad. Why don't you tell me?
Did he do the stuff he did with Mew on purpose? I cannot tell.
เรื่องช่องกูก็เครียดจะตายห่าอยู่ละ
This. Oh, okay. It's not about your
อยากบอก
channel.
มึงก็ไม่คุยกับกู ที่มึงซัพพอร์ตโฟร์โมดกูไม่ได้ห้ามอะไรเลย ไม่ติดอะไรด้วย แต่มึงเหมือนลืมกูไปเลยอ่ะ
Damn, Jian is disassociating.
ว่าคนอื่นแม่งแทนมึงไม่ได้อ่ะ
Nothing compares.
As a friend? As more than friends?
I'm just having him in his life, period.
It's not enough.
sorry นะ
I
ลับไปดีเดี๋ยวกูไปเทหมูให้นะ
For
What?
what?
No.
ทำไมสงสารไอ้หมูมันไม่ต้อง
Right.
ไม่เข้ากันอยู่แล้ว ถ้าเป็นแฟนกับมันก็คงอึดอัดเปล่า
No.
I mean, that's between you and Blue. I don't know why you're telling me. Okay, that's great.
But are you opening the door, or is what is going
ๆถ้า
on?
มีแล้วมันทำให้มึงกับกูมีปัญหากันก็ ไม่มีดีกว่า ถ้าบอกแค่นี้แหละ
I'm so confused. What's
I don't.
No.
I'm so
ก่อนกูเคย
confused.
ช่วยบัวทำช่องติ๊ก
No.
ต็อกอะจริงๆมึงกูไม่ได้อะไร
No, it's your shit. It's not okay. It's definitely okay. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with
บัว
this.
มันอยากเป็นอินฟลู
Why haven't you blinked in 45 minutes? I'm okay.
เห็นกูทำเล็บก็เลยมาขอ
I'm okay.
อะไรเงี้ย
I said I'm okay.
แบบว่าถ่ายไปถ่ายมาก็คนไลค์เยอะ
I don't know. Either way, it makes me hungry
Why do they need to cover their feet?
กูมาบอกมึง
because it's a messy meal.
พอพรุ่งนี้บัวมันชวนไปทำเล็บอะแล้วก็ถ่ายคลิปใหม่กัน
It's all platonic now. It's
กูจะไป
okay.
นะ
Oh, okay. We're sweating even more now.
I
กูไปด้วยดิมึง อยากทำเล็บอะไหนๆพรุ่งนี้มึงเอาอุปกรณ์มาอยู่แล้วนี่
just gonna leave me.
It's a lot of flamingos.
มึง ตอนนี้เราสองคนนี่ยังไงนะ
Huh? Yeah, what are you? I'm so confused about the progress of each relationship.
The children.
เป็นอย่างนี้ไปก่อนไหม
What's like this? You
Yeah,
touched about
yeah.
pee-pee. Oh.
He did. Mm-hmm.
Is the door open for Bua or not? I thought it was closed. Obviously, it's still open, otherwise, we'd be progressing.
Baby, come back from the edge. Baby, come back from the edge. Please.
Baby, come back.
You want to reassure your boyfriend? Oh, he's not your boyfriend.
Don't kiss me.
But it's such a beautiful location.
Yeah, but you just said
You got the monorail behind them and the building with all the lights and the beautiful tree and the stone. It's beautiful. Places like this were made for kissing. You better choke him.
They are hungry.
Yes, these children
eating face.
It's like that meal was not satisfactory in the least. Remind me not to go to that restaurant because apparently you just leave hungry.
Or maybe that they enjoyed it so much that they want the
Maybe-
aftertaste. So
Maybe Topher, you need to go to that restaurant.
Maybe I need to go to that restaurant. If this is a service I get at the
Right.
restaurant, then yes.
เหม็นปุ้น
I would like to supersize my platter.
Chen, you cannot be upset. You were just like, we're not progressing.
พิเศษหรือว่ามีแฟนหรือเปล่า
You're asking a lot of questions for someone I just met.
มีครับมี
หักเลยก็สถานะอะไรครับมีแฟนแล้วเหรอ
สถานะไลฟ์สถานะพี่
ฮะยังไงอ่ะ
อะไรสถานะ
Even
We
the
in a
stranger's like, what question
situationship.
about
ส
me?
ถานะที่มันไม่มีสถานะก็ตรงตัว
หรอมันฟีลแบบคบกับยายอย่างนี้
อุ้ย
ไหม
หรือก็กับผีเด้อหรอ
ไม่น่าใช่
หรอยังไงอธิบายหน่อยได้ไหม
ก็เป็นเหมือนคุยกันแล้วอะไรอย่างเงี้ยพี่ว่าแบบไม่มีสถานะแค่นั้น
อ้าวแล้วเราอยู่ในฐานะอะไรแล้วเขาบอกคิด
What are they doing in the background?
Now to love your pants. The no status is on your ass.
You got a no status ass.
Ah, no status. No status.
มึง
Ba-dum.
ถ้ามึงไม่กล้าเดี๋ยวกูพาไปเลิกปะคนขี้ป๊อตอย่างมึงยังไปกล้า
The truth is the truth, no matter what's the reason behind it.
What you talking about? I have no guts. What do you know that I don't know?
ก็คือไม่มีใครเก่งเท่าแม่มึงแล้วไงถ้ามึงไม่เลิกกับพี่เชนมึงเลิกเป็นเพื่อนกับกูไปเลย
What?
What?
What? What?
What?
What? What?
What?
What?
You don't have guts. Your mom.
This is escalating a lot. Okay.
I mean, maybe all these friend groups need to just break up for a little bit.
But you know what? It does happen. Like sometimes, especially when you're younger, you're friends because you're vicinity.
กูชอบเขาไม่เข้าใจหรอก
Speaking of it,
My earphones.
Yeah, what you're not gonna do is throw my earphones on the floor. Like,
Damn, we ain't gonna talk to each other even though we're here for the same guy.
why we talk to each other?
Cause we're gonna be hanging out anyways.
we got nothing to talk about.
Oh, I
Okay.
love your necklace and your earring, you know?
That is the ugliest fucking necklace I've ever seen.
บัว
A little bit more.
Does Bua just miss his friendship, or does he like the situationship they had?
พักมาเล็บบางแล้ว
Oh, okay. That's cute. Oh god, we're doing a lot.
Okay, the pip playing the slip back one. No.
I feel tension.
บัวเปิดแอร์ดรอปให้หน่อยดิ ส่งคลิปให้
Mm.
Uh-oh.
กินแล้ว
It's like nicely played.
But Bua, you don't like Chian. I'm so confused about this whole situation.
ได้แล้ว
It's not even about like anymore. It's about territory. This is my friend. You show me attention.
เช่นยังจำรหัสพาสเวิร์ด TikTok เจลบอยได้ปะ
จำได้เลยตัวคนตั้งนะ
ได้ล็อกอิน2 ครั้งนะ
ก็เห็นหมดอ่ะใครทักมาจีบอ่ะ
นี่อะไร
แต่ฮอตนะเรา
ไม่ได้คุยกับใครด้วยซ้
เห็น
ำอะไรอ่ะโมกระซิบดิ
ซิบอะไร
นั่นไง
จำได้
กระซิบมานี่
Tension's so thick you can cut it with a knife.
Mm-hmm. And see, I can see Bua doing some shit like, okay, fine. You want to fuck with my friend? I'm gonna go fuck with Bua or Bobbin. I see it. Bua, give me that energy.
Did he hear it?
I mean, girl, it's a password.
ใช่ละ
I'm trying to keep a secret. Like, see, in here, I thought like this was gonna be Bua's episode. They're gonna show me something that's gonna be like, okay, he's not the villain of the piece. He's a good guy. Here's why he's a good guy. And this episode, like, nope.
But I don't think he's an intentional villain.
He knows what the fuck he is doing. He knows very well what the fuck he is doing in this moment.
Okay, we've got different interpretations of Bua.
Edison identifies with Bua.
That's why I have a different interpretation of Bua.
เพราะมึงหึงซะมากกว่า มึงเคยลองเปลี่ยนฟิลเตอร์ที่มองไม่เชียนหรือยัง
คือ
มึงลองไปเป็นแฟนกับพี่เขาดูปะล่ะ แล้วก็ใช้ฟิลเตอร์มองแบบคนรักอ่ะกูว่ามึงอาจจะไม่รู้ตัวว่ามึงชอบพี่เขามานานแล้ว
Maybe
ตอนคอนเสิร์ตมึงยังบิ้วให้กูไปหาโฟมดอยู่เลยมึงไม่อยากเขาได้กันใช่ปะล่ะ
Alright, sometimes people take a while to figure it out, or are still figuring it out.
มาถ่ายคลิปนี้กัน
Okay, this top is interesting.
มีมานั่งนี่อยากไปทีมได้หายใจเข้าหายใจออก
No.
แค่เนี้ยนี่ถ้าอยากจะหอมแก้มเริ่มจากท่านี้นะ
What? He said yes?
จึ๊บแป่งแบบแกร็กแบบรอบเดียวนะครับเริ่มนะครับ3
He looks like he's hostage to his feelings.
อะไรอะ
Sir. You are still recording, but also I need you to back the fuck up, sir.
Can we use our words?
Why? Apparently, why use words when you got lips?
Baby, sometimes you just miss the bus.
Tian, what do you...
I need you to do something, Chan. Like,
I feel like
the only
he's
one of
given
you is in a
up.
situationship right now. I need you to do something.
พอจะเสียกูอะกลับมากักกูใช่ปะ
He's been tossed around too much. He needs more than that. But Guwa can't give him a definite answer.
กูไม่รู้กูเป็นไรอะกูเป็นแฟนกับมึงไม่ได้อะ
Right.
แต่กูก็ไม่อยากให้มึงไปมีคนอื่นนะเว้ย
Mm-hmm.
รู้เลยปะที่ผ่านมากูชอบมึงมากกูไม่กล้าแสดงออกเอาตรงๆนะเลิกยุ่งกันเถอะไม่ต้องเป็นเหี้ยอะไรกันทั้งนั้นนะกูอยากให้โฟมสบายใจ
Do you want you to be happy though?
Don't. Robin, you're better than this.
No, he's not.
He's not.
This here is telling you, no, he's not.
มาทำอะไรอ่ะ
Words. What are words? Charades.
And who needs words when you have lips?
No. Words come out the lips.
Not on this series, they don't.
ช่วยคิดชื่อช่องใหม่หน่อย
New name for the. I thought you started a new. What? Wait, what?
I thought you
I thought you
quit.
gave up the channel.
I thought you quit TikTok.
He quit that channel. Now he's starting over again. It's symbolic. It's him starting over again.
What about your
But
name?
he said find me a new name for the channel. That means he's renaming this whole channel.
Oh, man.
Robin's too pure for this world. Like this
In a couple
Gelboy
days hanging out with this man, he won't be pure anymore.
pure as a driven snow.
I say give him 5 days and he gonna commit murder.
Pure as driven yellow snow.
Now you're deciding to back off. When the time is actually right.
คือกูจะบอกว่า
กูมีแฟนแล้วนะ
Who?
มาบอกตามที่
Everyone's missed the bus. Oh my god. Oh, that's the relationship emoji.
I mean, y'all spend too much time hooking. This is what happens.
That is GELBOYS episode 5. It was episode, I think we all have probably a different interpretation of Bua. We all went into this episode assuming that we'd get his perspective, we'd humanize Bua a little bit, which I think it did. Like, we got his context in terms of like divorced parents, he's not really getting any attention at home. I'm interpreting Bua as this person who is very lonely, using social media for validation, which is not always healthy. I guess he's in a very confused state about what he feels about Qian. You know, he knows that he doesn't want Qian as a boyfriend or a partner, but doesn't want to let Qian go because of all the benefits that having Qian essentially simp for you brings. And I guess at his age, he isn't able to find a good medium in which him and Qian can both have an amicable relationship without it hurting Qian, but at the same time, I guess the cold turkey approach was too much for Bua in that he was starting to miss his friend, he was starting to miss the benefits that came with having Qian by his side, and so it just looks very confusing, like, and intentionally or not, I don't know if it was intentional, but him leaving some breadcrumbs for Qian, making Qian
It was
wait.
intentional.
Regardless, like, I can see why he did it in terms of like, you know, him saying like, I'm not doing anything with Mu anymore. There's not much in Bua's life that he can hang on to, it seems like. And so I think Qian was kind of like a bestie for him. And then there's nobody else in his life that really is there for Bua. So, you know, Bua was a little desperate, resorted to some underhanded tactics, but he did what he did. What I'm confused about is why that conversation he had with Formod made Formod back away. Like, all his friends are telling Formod to kind of chill, so is Barbin. Formod, he said at his end of his rope, he's kind of like, no, Qian, I'm not going to continue letting you keep me on the hook. And it was just bad timing for everybody. And then Barbin and Bua have become good friends, I guess, from the Blackpink concert, or from sitting together for 10 minutes at the Blackpink concert. And I guess Barbin understands, you know, what Bua is going through. So it's an interesting conundrum that we're all in now, that everyone is kind of crushed, that they have to sit with these feelings that can't be requited or reciprocated or met. So yeah. Topher, what is your analysis of Bua?
He is a young boy. And I'm being polite to him. It's not even so much what he did. Well, no, it is what he did. Like, I can understand the reasonings behind why he's doing certain things. Like, I can understand him being lonely. They showed us that in spades. He's lonely in his home life. He doesn't really have any other people that he considers like good friends. And once Chan was kind of pulling himself out of the picture, it's like there was just this hole. I don't know. And like, some people can interpret him as seeing Qian truly as a friend. Other people can interpret it other ways. I'm open to either interpretation, but I don't know if he truly saw Qian ever as like a friend, or was it just someone here who was showing me this attention? For me, I feel like Bua liked attention. He liked attention. He liked validation because he wasn't getting it anywhere else besides Qian and TikTok. And even with conversations that he was having with Mu, and Mu's like, I've told you to stop this because you always get like this whenever the likes are low, and you always stress yourself out, and that's not good for you. I want to see you happy, blah blah. Like, Mu is sitting here talking like somebody who truly, genuinely cares about him. So it's not that he doesn't have anyone who cares about him. I think that he just doesn't have anyone who's showing him the attention that he wants to get outside of Qian and TikTok. So for me, his relationship with Chen is all just superficial. It's down to him, hey, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you, but I don't want anyone else to be with you either. Selfish child. If people want to interpret it as he was actually his friend and he missed his friend, that's fine. I can believe that and I will go with that. But for me, like, it seems like he was a selfish child who didn't realize what he had until it was gone. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm not getting the validation that I'm seeking. So I would like to get that validation again. So now I'm going to play these games too, so that I can feel validated again, so I can get this attention. So yeah, okay, you're dating Formod and we're at this, we're having lunch and whatnot. It's like, oh hey, do you still remember our secret password? Come on, whisper the secret password. Hey, let's do this TikTok where it's like we're making out and this, that, the other. Hey, I'm just not gonna see Moo anymore. I'm not gonna see anybody anymore. And that's it. Like, he knows exactly what he's playing games. He's playing games to serve his own means. And that's fine. That's fine. Just, call a spade a spade. I'm not sad for him. Like, it's unfortunate that he feels this way. But like, for me, it'll explain his actions. It doesn't excuse his actions. And I think he is fully cognizant of what he is doing in these moments. Everyone else, yeah, it was just bad timing on everyone's part. Qian finally got the courage to like stand his ground and like tell Bua his piece, and like, I think we just need to not be in each other's lives. But it was just that little bit too late because, Formod, I guess, reached that point where he got hurt enough times where he's like, I'm not going to put myself through this anymore. Maybe my friends were right. Maybe this person was right. Maybe, like, because we've talked about it so many times throughout this series where it's like, people have to learn the lesson on their own. Like, you can tell them, don't go to this person, don't do this, they're going to hurt you. But like, they just have to reach that rock bottom on their own before they will finally see it and take their advice. So maybe Formod just finally reached that rock bottom. Unfortunate timing, because Jen just reached his rock bottom, and it's like everyone's just at rock bottom, and it's just unfortunate for everybody. Bobbin is a sweet angel. He's a sweet angel who is too precious for this world. And yes, I think there is that part of him that is recognizing what he's gone through. He's saying, okay, you are going through the same thing or similar thing that I went through. And I know how much that hurt me and how much I would have loved to have had someone there to hug me or say it'll be okay, or just to be there for me in that moment. So I see that as Bobbin going and reaching out and just trying to be a good, supportive human, because he's the best person in the world, even if he makes silly decisions. Love makes you do stupid things. I don't know if that's the series trying to set up some sort of something with them, with Bobbin and I was about to say Puin. No, Bua. I don't know if that's them the series trying to set up something with them, or if it is just Bobbin just being a good friend and like, I don't want to see you hurting. Don't know. I have to wait and see where the things go. But Bobbin is still lovely. Soundtrack is soundtracking its ass off, as it always does. Lots of beautiful visuals, lots of great just like locations that they shot at. I enjoy the series. Like they are very well constructed characters. Even if I don't care for characters' actions, they're still well constructed characters. Like, it's still a great series. I don't hate anybody. I don't particularly like some of them, but I don't hate anybody.
Because I think there is some validity in the scene where he's kind of like, I don't want you as a partner, but I still get jealous. I think it's real to be confused about your feelings. Sometimes you might like someone, but you don't love them, or you don't want to commit to them, or whatever is the case. In queer relationships, in any relationships, there are degrees of, how much you like somebody. And so Bua could be at a place where, he could like the attention, or he could like different various things about Qian, but doesn't see Qian as endgame. I mean, situationships occur for many different reasons. For Tian, it was because he wanted to keep the option of Bua alive. I don't see a lot of intent in his actions, because sometimes you do things knowing an outcome but not really like understanding why you're doing it. So I'm making a lot of excuses for that. DC, what did you...
Yeah, you're making a lot of excuses, and this is what you do. He came out and he said something against Bua, and then you're like, oh, you have to defend Bua because you see your Bua as yourself. You're like, oh no.
Well, I think that's fine. We can bring what we want to.
Bua's shoulders aren't nearly as lovely as yours.
Bua's very lovely features. I think it's just very
attacked. It's okay.
I don't feel attacked. I'm just saying there are people out there like me and Bua who sometimes get in situations or do things without really thinking them through, the outcome and stuff. People think that we're these callous strategists, manipulative geniuses, but we're not. We're just bumbling, running on instinct, you know.
And I will agree. Yes, that is the case for some people. With Bua, I don't see that. I see Bua knowing exactly what he's doing. Bua sitting at that lunch table, looking at him. Oh, GELBOYS. Okay. Hey, you remember the password? He knew exactly what he was doing in that moment. Him leaving Chen's apartment or dorm and then turning right back around. Hey, I'm not going to talk to Mu anymore. He knew exactly what he was doing. Him picking that particular TikTok to like, hey, let's do this one. And then even Chen like, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do this. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Maybe. DC, what did you think of?
I see. And I think Topher put on, there's a reason, but it's not an excuse for the behavior. You can find reasons for people's behavior, but not excuse your behavior at any point in time. And you have to take responsibility of your own behavior. And when you take responsibility of your own behavior, then you can begin to change and be better, do better. And also, like, one of the things I was going to pick on, like, not only did he go around and say, hey, I'm not going to hang out with Mu anymore. He said, I'm not going to hang out with Mu anymore because they have to get along with my best friend. And he made a thing about their friendship. He was like doing it, not seeing Mu anymore because of the friendship. And so that was the point where I was like, it's starting. It's starting. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm not seeing Mu anymore. It was like also not just throwing the line out there, putting out this like nice little bait on the fishing hook about, it's about friendship and all this other kind of stuff. And that's you. I'm doing this for you. I think also, and I'm not going to get into y'all's little battle. I mean, I'm enjoying just watching the back and forth. I think, especially within the story, you have the contrast of two characters, Bua and Bobbin, where Bua, and we've seen it, he's like self-centered, is always about him and wants attention. And when he was like trying to get attention from the TikToks and stuff like that, but then also seeing that TikToks by himself only get like a certain amount of hits, but with Chen, it gets like 3 times. You know, he needs him for the attention, for outward attention from the TikToks, but then also attention from Chen, but then also having him contrast with Bobbin. And Bobbin, I was thinking about Bobbin and what Bobbin as an archetype is compared to everybody else. While he does have these feelings and he's about these feelings, he's very selfless and caring for others, where everybody else in the series isn't as much. I mean, there's Mu. Like, if Bobbin and Mu could get together, that'd be great. But never the twinks shall meet. it's very interesting because he's even, it may have seemed like, and even Formard even took it as him being jealous. It may have been jealous, but he was correct. Like he was still correct. Two things could be right at the same time. He was correct about the way that he was going to feel. And at the end right there, that last little scene where Formard was kind of crying and Bobbin was over there just minding his own business. Bobbin had every right to like turn around and be like, I told you so. Like it was just like that. But then also Bobbin came to Bua and he was like, you know what? I don't like to see anybody hurting. And I think that's where he's at. He doesn't like seeing anybody hurting. And he's like, hey, and sometimes, especially when you're there to help somebody out, and this is what I peep doing too, sometimes you don't have to say a word. Sometimes just, if somebody's hurting, just being there with them is a lot. And just your presence is enough, especially when you're, because often sometimes like when people want to say, they have to say the right thing to make you feel better. That's still making it about yourself. But if you're just there with someone and just being present and the power of presence, especially what they're going through and letting them have their feelings and letting them have their go through. With Bobbin being a type of person who is always concerned about other people and stuff like that, I do see him as maybe one who will give attention. And I think Bua may like that because he never dealt with, there's some serious issues here that need to be dealt with through therapy, and there's a process in which you have to like look inward and give you those things that you're trying to need from the outside and all this other kind of stuff, but that's a process. And he's not starting on that process. So what he's going to do, just attach to somebody else who's going to give him all that attention, things like that. Bobbin will give him that attention in his own way. I don't see Bobbin doing TikTok dances and stuff like that. But I can see him giving him a whole bunch of attention and them going down the route. I can see that way. Queer relationships are weird. Or queer. It's just weird because and it just reminds me of sometimes you have a platonic romantic relationship that it's just so, it gets to be really weird, especially if you don't create boundaries and things like that. One of the things I did like about Chan is that Chan created boundaries with Bua. He was like, hey, this is my boundary, we can't do this and stuff like that. And I will say, I will disagree with Topher on this one aspect. He didn't have to give him a reason. You can create a boundary and say, right. It would be nice, but I'm just saying, you can create a boundary. But guess what? Sometimes we create a boundary and then you have to think like, oh, I have to logically make this boundary make sense in order for the other person to withhold it and stuff like that. And that gets to be too much. When you create a boundary, you're creating a safe space for yourself. You're doing self-care. So that's first and foremost. I mean, it would be nice if it makes sense, but sometimes you just, hey, I don't want to be touched right now. You don't have to explain like, oh, when I was a little kid and no, you don't have to explain your boundaries. But then also a very, very important thing is that your boundaries are your responsibility. You have to keep your boundaries. Like, because people will not keep your boundaries and they'll be line steppers and then all this other kind of stuff. But yeah, I really like that Chen created boundaries and he was just like, hey, this is not going to work for me. And I think that's what was needed from way back when, because he didn't have boundaries with Bua and that kind of mashed him up. At this point, better late than never. But once again, it's still late when someone's in your life and they're not used to boundaries. And then all of a sudden there's a boundary and they're kind of like, offended that you have boundaries. Like,
How dare you?
he's like, how dare you have it? Do you know who I am? I don't mean anything by this. But it's I think I really, really, really believe this saying, like, good fences make good neighbors, and we need boundaries. And like, so yeah, no, but that everything else, like, y'all went back and forth and y'all did it about
Okay, but who's right?
So
This doesn't have to be a right or wrong. It's just an interpretation of what a character is. And I think my hope is that we're showing all these characters in a way in which there's enough nuance to not villainize anybody, right? I mean, Formod ditched his friend at a concert. That's pretty bad, but still, it's not like Formod is a villain. It's just everyone.
No, he is. He's on my list too. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like everyone can be Bobbin. I mean, I feel like
They should try.
I like this. Usually it's me and Edison going at it, but now I like this. I feel vindicated.
You get to see what the audience sees.
Yes. I'm like,
No, I just like making trouble.
yes.
So I hope you guys enjoyed my last reaction on Femmes React. I'll see you guys.
I think villain is a bit harsh. I mean, everyone's
No.
he had
villain.
it coming. He had it coming.
No one's outright villain in this. No, like we've said a million times, they're all perfectly flawed characters, which makes them interesting. They're human and they're children. They're children. Stupid, selfish, confusing children, but children. Stupid, selfish, horny, confusing children, but children.
Game plan, stupid, selfish.
I can come up with adjectives all day. You may as well just start closing out.
So you're Bobbin, is that what you're saying? Sorry about.
Yes, I said that at the beginning of the episode.
You said that.
I've been bobbing more times than I care to admit. It sucks on this side of the fence.
Okay, well, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a cut reaction. But if you want the uncut reaction, just head over to either Topher's Patreon or Femmes React Patreon and catch us there. But we'll be back here next week for the cut or uncut version for episode 6. And Topher will be back again because this is fun.
If they invite me back, it's not you.
Topher, will you come back next week?
Please let us know who you are, who you identify mostly with. Also, which of the 4 characters, 4 main characters, not the nail technician.
DC, Edison, Topher, or
Andy.
Okay, see you next time. Bye.